I bet you had a situation like this. You had a wonderful day, you are full of energy, you have wonderful mood, but then you start scrolling through the Instagram and realize that, oh, my life is not that good. There are so many people who are much better, much wealthier, much fitter, much slimmer than I am. What do I do in this world? Why do I live here? Why those people have much better life than I do? If you ever had those questions, please keep watch this video until the very end, because in this video you will learn how to deal with all of this and how to overcome all your thoughts and buzzing in your head which causes your bad mood in the end of the day. Hello everyone, my name is Anisimov, and in this channel I combine life coaching and my journey in Canada. Today I want to tell you about what happened with me recently, and I bet you have dealt with the same situation for so many times in your life. What actually happened? For the several weeks in my life I was so exhausted with all the tasks from the college and also from my work, and I literally had just one spot a day when I went to the Instagram just to post my everyday post. And if you didn't subscribe to me yet, that is your chance, link in the description below, because I post for more than 1500 days in a row already, and that is my main habit that keep my mood in the higher level in the majority of times. And let's go back to that moment when I hop into Instagram and I start scroll my feed or scroll my stories, and I realize that all those people have much successful, much better, much happier life. My brain starts immediately compare my life with others. And even though I had such an amazing day, unbelievable boost of productivity, so many amazing meetings, I finally started to grow my habit of touch-based typing, and I don't want Instagram to ruin my mood right before I fell into sleep. And yeah, there are lots of doubts whether it is a good point of the time to post my Instagram post in the very end of the day, because that is basically the time where you are sort of not allowed to be in your social media, because like 1 hour before the sleep it is amazing time not to have any social media or screen time and everything, but it is a topic for another video. So I was scrolling through my feed and I realized that subconsciously in the back of my mind I have so many thoughts with comparison. So it happens subconsciously in our head. We might not be even aware of all those thoughts are buzzing in our head because we are so used to them. It is so normal to us to listen to all of them and understand that, well, okay, so many people are much better than I am. And it is okay to our brain have all those thoughts, because it is a basic feature of our head, of our brain, to start developing those thoughts. But what is not okay, and what is our decision, is to believe in those thoughts. Believe that their life is really better than mine. They live really happier than I do. And that is the main point of the shift right now for you. So first of all, I want you to realize that all those thoughts, these are just thoughts in your head. It is not true, and that is why. All people have the same amount of time every day. And if you like to compare yourself with the people who are the same age as you, you might think that, okay, like I had the same amount of time, seconds, hours in my life than they have, and basically I need to be on the same level as they are. And of course you are looking on the top people of your age and think that, oh, okay, like because we have the same age, or because you have started the same course at the same day and you have the same level of education, probably you are different age, but still you tend to compare yourself with the top performers. And why is that? First, because basically the majority of people who you are subscribed to are the top performers, because they are very active in the Instagram and they take first places in your stories, in your feed, and you basically start scrolling through Instagram from them. And second, because we are all aspire to become number one, At least I do. That is how our brain works, and we always compare ourselves with the first ones. Up to this point of this video, I really hope that you understand that you had the very same situation so many times in your days. And if yes, here what you need to do. When our brain is so trained to compare ourselves with the first people in our industry, we want to train our brain to compare the gap between us yesterday, us a year ago, and who we are today. There is even a book about this, to compare not with the top performers, but to compare the gap between us several years, several periods of times ago, and who we are today. Why is that? Because all people have their own problems. Because while you are doing one thing, they are doing another thing. And probably there are so many spheres where you are good at, but they don't. And that is completely okay, because no one has the similar life scenarios. No one has the similar skills, the similar attitude, the similar characteristic within themselves. And that is how all the time, if you want to compare yourself with others, there's just no point in do this. Even though your brain will definitely go on doing this because it is its main feature. But the thing is that there is no point in doing this for you. You don't want to believe in those thoughts. Because even though we have the same amount of time, we have completely different families, we have completely different places where we are located, we have completely different goals, tasks, moods, and everything is different. Like, there is no the same two peoples in the world. So now I want to share with you the top tips what I recommend you to do in order to feel yourself better. Number one, the thing that helps me a lot is gratitude practice. So I write what I'm grateful for to myself, to the world, and to others each day for the last 1500 days in my life. And that helps me to understand that I am okay, I have things what to be grateful for. And for me, they worth much more rather than anything I can see on the feed in Instagram. Number two, sometimes it is really okay not to open Instagram if you have such an intimidating mood, or you just don't want to be affected by others and by negative news. And even it happened with me. Sometimes I just post my post in the Instagram and close it right away without scrolling any other feeds or stories, because I know that my own health, my own inner set of mind is much more important rather than any other news or stories from other people. And that is okay to miss it. Sometimes you will not miss anything really important in your life. Tip number three, acknowledge your own progress, your own steps towards your own goals for the last day, last week, last month, and last year. We are so tended to reflect on our year close to New Year's Eve, but we never compare ourselves who we are right now and what was Alona like in the March of 2022. What was Alona like in the March 2021? And I know that it is a huge difference. And I want to be grateful for myself for that progress that I did during that time. And to simplify that reflection, what I really want you to start doing, and what I did, and you can follow my advice as well, I compared my board in Notion where I have all months set for the 2022, and under them I have all goals, all tasks, what I want to achieve during that month. Why I did this? Because I find myself in the situation when I live from week to week. I have my calendar full of meetings, notes, and tasks, and that is where I find that I just go through my routine and I didn't see the bigger picture. Yes, we are dreaming, we are putting our goals once a week, once a month, once a year, and we don't go back to them at all. But what if we do the strategic planning for each month, and then we not have only one time to reflect on that, but we have 2 times a month to reflect on what we've written, what we've accomplished already, and what we want to accomplish till the end of this month. And I created this list. I also put 2 times a month the task for myself to come back to that list and compare what I've done and what I want to accomplish this month. And I believe that is how I will accomplish much more, and I will see the bigger picture, because right now, when I am so full with college tasks, with working tasks, with tasks about like my new projects, I forget about the bigger picture. I miss that point when I really want to live better, and I can afford myself to live better, and I can choose the better accommodation, I can choose the better transportation and everything. But we so got used to the normal rhythm of our lives that we completely forgot about doing things that we want to start doing in terms of complete our bigger goal. And once you start doing this, you realize that actually there are only 12 months that you can accomplish things. And sometimes we tend to over dream in the beginning of our year, because we think that, oh, okay, I can do impossible and it will be completely great. But then in September or in any other month, you realize that, okay, half a year passed, what I need to do next, how I can accomplish everything that I planned to accomplish this year. Next powerful thing that I advise you to do is, when your brain goes with, oh, I needed to have 10 clients as they have as well. Oh, I needed to have a better body. Or I should have much better relationships or much more successful business. I deserve having that elite life much more rather than they do. Then you can tell yourself, okay, these are just facts. Those posts and stories in the Instagram are already there. What do I really want to do? And that is, by the way, one of the questions that I urge you to ask yourself, and you can check them out in this very video. What do you really want in life? Do you really want to have the same life as they have right now, or do you want yours? From all those posts and stories, you can ask yourself, what do you want to consider to have for my own goals, and what I just can skip? And in that process of considering what I want to have and take from the Instagram to become my own goal, I really want you to be careful, because there are so many times when people think and get and start to accomplish the goals that are completely not theirs. And that is where the miserable life, the burnt out, the stressful evenings came to place. And when you're thinking, okay, I really want to have the same life, the same car, the same house, ask yourself, do I really want this? And come back to this question several times before you start really achieving this goal. That is how you will make sure that that will be definitely your own goal. The fifth main point is that all of those thoughts, first of all, just thoughts, and secondly, they are all connected with the main theme that they have better life. They have much happier relationships. But let's pause here for a moment and ask yourself, what if not? What if the life you have right now is the best option for you at this moment? What if you have right now the best body, the best business, the best income, the best relationship, the best house, the best friends that you could ever have at that very moment? Because, by the way, that is true. If you could have anything better, you would have this already. Because in every step of our lives, we making the best decision for that particular moment. So the life happened this way, that for you, the best scenario of your life is what you are having right now. I really want you to stop right now, to take a pause, and really ask yourself that question. What if I have the life which is the best way possible for me at this moment? What if really nothing could have been different at this moment right now? And what if I can just start enjoying this? Because tomorrow you may wake up and the world wouldn't be the same. So I really want to encourage you to be grateful for what you are having right now, because believe me, other people have their own problems and struggles. You never know which situation is better, and you cannot can't compare it anyhow possibly in your life. When you look into the top performers and you see that, okay, they are so amazing and you want to stay on their place. Imagine that we all are going up to the mountain and then we go down when we achieved everything, and it is always the period of time when we don't have that much fame, that much money, that much energy, because life is a cycle and there are so many waves that are up and down. And if we can imagine those waves like the climbing to the peak of the mountain, and then all of us are going down from the mountain. If you can imagine the scale of the mountain those top performers have in their lives, and you understand that, okay, like if your mountain may be like this, but their mountains are like that, you can imagine how hard for them to go down. But the thing is that we all have our next mountain to climb, and only you can choose which mountain you will climb, whether that will be that hill or that peak. That is only your decision which mountain you want to conquer next. So keep that image in your head, and once you have any stress or any worries or any sad moment in your life, remember that that is just going down from your mountain, and that is amazing chance in front of you to decide which one to conquer next. We all tend to think of the world in black and white, but the life has so many shades and so many different colors, and even if you think that, oh, right now it is a rainy day, I planned to go outside, I planned to travel, and right now all my plans are cancelled because there is rain outside, and you think that, oh, okay, this nasty day is kinda gray or brown or without any brightness at all. But what if that day came to your life in that very moment when you needed it the most, to have a bit of rest, to have a bit of break and read an amazing book, or watching so many inspirational videos in the YouTube, like mine for example. And once you did it in that day, you realize that, okay, right now I can think about that day that it was orange and yellow and bright. And even if it was grey, but it was silver grey, because in the end of the day I got that sprinkle, I got that insight that will lead me much happier to the next day of mine. And you are gonna remember that after all clouds, you can see the sun will come back and will shine, and only you can decide which mood you will have when the sun comes. You can be prepared for that, be rested, be energetic, conquer next mountain. Or you can be exhausted by your own thoughts because that day was grey, that day was nasty and everything. And only you can decide which approach to take. So tell me please in the comments below, what is the color of your day today? In the end of this video, I really want to remind you that you are enough, and that is the basic function of our brain, to compare ourselves with others. But only you can decide to believe in those thoughts or not. Thank you so much for watching this video until the very end, and please hit the button, subscribe and like this video. And I invite you to watch this video about 9 main questions that you want to ask yourself to not skip any of your happiness in your life. Enjoy!